Hey up, and welcome to part 10 of my FIFA 18 Old Man's Road to Glory. To start off with this week, you can see on screen I've sold a few 84s and 85s for a fair bit of profit. This was during the screen boosts, as people were using them for doing the squad building challenges for the icons, for them cards for cheap. I kept a few in reserve for future profits and for future squad building challenges, but I sold a fair few of them while the prices had more than doubled what I'd paid for them, so cashing in while I could. Monday was Elite Rewards Day for squad battles as well as the Icon Edition packs. I finished in Elite 2 despite it saying Gold 1 there on screen. As you can see from the actual rewards, I wonder if I actually finished Elite 3 the other week without realising when I got 49,000 points, because there seems to be a visual bug with the rewards. For the first time, the lone player we got wasn't absolutely terrible. 85 Otamendi. Not a lot of pace, but still a usable card for the 3 games we have him for. Not like the Rotherham player and the MLS player we've got so far. So in this pack then we get the Perez from La Liga Santander. Not much else in the pack. A Hunter card, which is very nice, and then the next Icon Edition pack, the Jumbo Premium, we do get some boards. And it's Portuguese, but of course it's goalkeeper Rui Patricio. Bruno in the back of the pack, which is nice. That's 4,000 coins and another Hunter card again. So packs aren't too bad. And then the mega packs for finishing Elite 2 in squad battles. First one, we get boards again and an 84. That's nice. Koulibaly. I think it's like 5,000-6,000 coins at the time. An 83 in there as well. A few players to stick on the trade pile, and then last mega pack then. No boards this time. We do get a rare player, and it's Fernandinho. So another few thousand coins there, which isn't bad. Not his in form though, which if I'd have waited till Wednesday we may have packed. I don't know how the packs work, whether they're already preloaded. They're probably not. So there's not a lot to show this week. Being an old man, I haven't been playing a lot of FIFA. Tuesday we'll come on to in a minute, which was Marquee Matchups Day, which ended up being pretty decent. And we also got the untradeable Scream squad building challenge again, which I wasn't interested in at all. Knowing my luck, I'd get the same card untradeable, so I just have to discard it, or it would be one that's not useful. You can see here I completed the marquee matchups, and loads of Argentinians and Danish players and Danish league players were selling very well, that we got through bronze pack method. I didn't invest in this one. It's just players that I'd picked up just opening bronze packs, and I'm just showing a bronze pack here. I started recording a pack, and in here we get a 3,000 coin player, and then there's also a Danish player in the pack, which is another 1,000 or 2,000 coins. Not every pack will be profitable. Some players, like these Danish players before this week, save them to your club for future profit, but this week it's definitely worth opening up a lot of bronze packs. Personally, I cashed in straight away and listed all my Elka Superliga players for sort of 500 to 5,000 coins depending on position, but some of these were selling for 6, 7, even 8,000 coins. So onto the marquee matchups packs, rewards packs then. No big flair or boards in this one. And it's a duplicate gold rare. Nothing great. Boards in the second one though. Italian striker Belotti from Torino. Not too bad. He's not selling for as much as he was a few weeks ago, but in the pack we also get Sané, who's sort of 33,000 coins, maybe even a little bit more. So that ended up being a really good pack. Lots of fitness, left wing to left forward as well, and healing card and stuff. And then the gold players packs then. Boards again, good sign. Spanish, Cam, and Valero. Again, not selling for as much as he was a few weeks ago, but we'll stick him on the trade pile. And it's an 83 that could be valuable if the right squad building challenges come along. Nothing much else in the other packs then. Lots of Danish players you can see me selling over and over onto my trade pile. Them duplicate golds and a couple of backers that I'd picked up for 400 or 500 coins I sold for around 700. And played a little bit of squad battles. And I think we go into some more sales here. I just keep showing my transfer pile, showing all these Danish players from Bronze Pack Method. I just keep selling and cashing in on. Selling for maximum there, list them for 700 and selling for 700. A few healing cards and stuff you get from the bronze packs as well. And a few silvers that we're selling that I'd got from the English League. There's 2 more League SBCs released on Friday. One was the English League, and I'm trying to think what the other one was. Dutch League. So all the Dutch players that I'd got from bronze packs and any silver rewards packs and that we'd saved, I listed them up, and you can see the coin total going up nicely. Argentinian players as well for the marquee matchups. All of them selling for more than normal. A bronze kit that sells. A few of these Bernardo Silvers that I'd bought for 800 to 1100 coins, they've been sat on my trade pile for quite a while. I think people were starting to invest in the player of the month, as people think it's going to be Sané or De Bruyne. So you can see here I've still got a few on the trade pile. A few German league players and a few Premier League players. A few Germans that will link both. I picked up David Silva because he was a high rated Man City player. Otamendi there as well. A Leno because he was Sané's former club and he was 85 rated. At various stages I had around 200,000 coins, but I worked out if I sold my Informs investments I could have up to 500,000. But as I was doing fine with my teams and Black Friday around the corner, where typically a lot of packs are opened and player prices drop, I decided to invest in these high rated and player of the month cards. I picked up a couple of Bonucci's, who was the cheapest 88 rated. I've got one of each of these cards on my trade pile in the club as well. So as you saw, David Silva, who was the cheapest 87, some Bravos and Otamendis. For Kevin De Bruyne, player of the month, I picked up a couple of Belgium informs, Meunier, Capon and Koosmans, and also picked up the regular Batshais and Mingele, I can't say his name, Mingales. Oh dear. I got some players from his former clubs too. I got some players from Germans, German special cards, Inform Brandt, Screenbender and some Schalke players, in the event that it is Player of the Month Sané. As for content this week, I was going to record a game on Legendary, but unfortunately I didn't record the first half. I'll get a full game in for next week's recording, as I might not be playing FIFA next week, much if at all. So it missed the team I came up against. I made sure it was a full gold one for the video. If I remember right, it was a 181 team with a bronze bench and a couple of icons on it. You can probably tell from the second half it was a 80 plus gold team, from some of the players that you'll see. I think there was a sort of French Premier League Liga hybrid going on. Against the good teams, I sometimes put the bronze physical or +3 training cards on that I get from the bronze packs. They don't sell and discard for only a couple of coins, so I don't mind using them in these offline squad battles. Going back to why I haven't been playing so much, I find that Seasons just isn't worth it for the few thousand coins you get and a laggy connection half the time. I don't yet have any motivation to play FUT Champions. I played it for like 7 months straight last FIFA and ended up hating it. Every game was frustrating and full of people being a-holes. It's just too many games if you want decent rewards in a short time over the weekend. Typically when you're working all week as well, you kind of want to spend the weekend having time off and spending it with family, friends, going out, whatever. So yeah, I'm just not motivated to play 40 games or 30 games of FUT Champions on a Saturday and Sunday so far. The daily knockout rewards have only been sort of 2,000 coins, and you actually get more playing squad battles. You see there one of the tactics I have against ultimate difficulty when I've got a free kick on the edge of the box. I play it short to Dembele, who's got a 5-star weak foot, so it doesn't matter which side of the box I am, and just double tap for a low driven. More often than not it goes in. So as I was saying, playing squad battles, half the games on squad battles you can get sort of 10-20,000 coins a week and a couple of decent packs. As you know from my previous videos, I'm not good at draft, and draft rewards are rubbish anyway. Seasons rewards are rubbish. There's no other tournaments, and the daily and weekly objectives just aren't fun. If I do them automatically just from playing the game, then I'll take the rewards, but I'm no longer going out of my way to do them, because quite often it can be things like score 2 with an Argentinian player, or score 5 from corners and stuff, and all you get is like a bronze contracts pack that really is just not worth anything. Typically when I started recording, this second half wasn't too good, as you can see from me conceding that terrible goal. It was just after the title update this week, and I don't think the gameplay has been as good or as fun. I know they nerfed passing, which was fair enough. The 180 blasted driven passes from defence right up to the striker was just ridiculous, stupidly overpowered. But for me personally, since the latest update, I find that dribbling is harder, and passes, even when the players are facing in the right direction and at their intended target, just aren't accurate and inconsistent. Touches are either heavy or inconsistent. There's less ways to score, for me personally, than there used to be. I kind of stick to the low driven most of the time now, as everything else is getting blocked or sailing miles over or wide. Even finesse shots just aren't hitting the target with decent players with decent shooting and curve and long shots. I don't know if it's just me feeling this, but I just feel that the game was much more fun when it first came out, and with each patch and title update it's got progressively worse. You'll see from my bad defending on this game that I'm not using legacy defending. I wasn't sure if that's something I should be doing to get better scores in squad battles. Apparently it's a lot easier to use legacy defending, which you can only use offline. But basically the AI will defend for you. All you have to press is like the contain button or the shield button, hold button. But so far I've held off on doing that, so I do still lose a fair few games or concede a lot of goals. As you've seen, I've conceded already against this team on Legendary. Using legacy defending would probably make me a worse player overall, so in the event that I do play online and need to know how to defend, I'm probably better off finishing a tier or two lower on squad battles than I might do if I let the AI defend for me, and actually learning how to defend or getting used to defending manually. This game here is with my French team. Still really enjoying Pogba and this Alessandrini. He's still a steal. I expected with his stats and being a good nation to be able to link up with the likes of the favourites Bakayoko, Kante, Martial, Pogba, Dembele, that he'd go for much more than he was. I bought him as soon as he came out for sort of 40,000 coins, and I think he's around 25 or so now, but he's an absolute steal. The reason I recorded this game, which only had uploaded this game, which only had the second half recorded, was because I've made some changes to my Portuguesa/Serie A team, which I want to show in next week's video, so that I've actually got something to talk about next episode. I'll also try to show a whole game from that team in squad battles on Legendary, and see what ways I use to beat the AI. So we finished there with a win and 2,318 points, still in Elite 2. I've got some more games to play in this week's squad battles after I've edited and uploaded this video, and in next week's episode you'll see where I finish for this week, and also what changes I've made to my other team. So hope to see you then. Cheers, bye.